We started coming last year. I think May or July was our first march. We initially came out of curiosity because we just thought something felt very wrong. The disproportionate response made no sense, in our opinion. We're not scholars or anything, just a gut feeling. And we've come to every march since. And the growth in numbers is just remarkable. Over 1 million, about 1 million people last time, and I think they'll get in excess of that this time.
Yeah.
And when we first started, it was about 10,000. So that growth is extraordinary inside 10 months.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's pretty
I
amazing.
think the numbers are the consequence of a very one-sided narrative that we're getting from government. If the government had been much more open right from the beginning and had been much more willing to accept different ideas and different theories, this wouldn't happen. People would feel that they were being that news was probably balanced. But because it's not, this is the consequence of that.
Yeah.
So this has been brought on by the government not being open-minded. It's as simple as that.
We have this conversation with a few people.
Yeah.
We don't think it's about changing political minds, it's about changing people's minds, because political minds will follow. If they think they're going to lose seat and office because the weight is against them, I think that adds to the narrative. So we come because it's supporting each other. You know, with the idea that Parliament are going to think, all those people, we better change our policies. I don't believe that at the moment.
No.
But if you get enough people on the street, often enough, I think it does. It has a ripple effect.
Also, when we were here last time, I got talking to a lady from Southampton. She was about 65, and for her, where she lives, she's the only person that thinks like this.
Yes. Yeah.
So for her, it was quite a supportive feeling to be up here and be surrounded by people who thought like she did. She didn't feel quite so alone. And so it is about changing people's minds and making people realise that there's a whole bunch of people out there that think this blue mask stuff is just a lot of rubbish.
Yeah. Yes.
You know, and also I can't. You know, I'm disappointed that so many people in this country are so keen to be told what to do. I find it extraordinary.
But by people who are immoral and corrupt.
You know,
it really is,
people just deserve. Sorry, but you know, all these people are taxpayers. They deserve to be treated properly. They deserve to be not educated, but advised, and they deserve to be given the full picture. They don't deserve to be hoodwinked. They don't deserve to be propagandized and all that. You know, it's just not right.
Our position has always been choice. So if you want to take part in a vaccine trial, then that's entirely your business. Understand what every vaccine contains and maybe look at the side effects. But if you think that's the way for you, then have it. But to try and divide the country between vaccinated and unvaccinated is just abhorrent. It's just another attempt at division. So in terms of any shows, we wouldn't do any show that involves segregation. None. So that doesn't interest us at all.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Also, this is we've talked about this before, and if somebody came up to you and said, "Would you like?" Fred came up with this parallel. And I think it's a good idea. If somebody came up to you and said, "Look, I've got this experimental plane. Would you like to take a flight with me in it?" You would say, "Experimental plane? No, I don't think I'll be doing that. But experimental vaccine? Oh yeah, I'll have some of that." Don't get it. I don't get it. This is a trial that finishes in 2023. If at 2023 everything seems fine and people are fine and blah, blah, then I'll think about having it.
Yeah.
I've had loads of vaccines in my life. I'm not an anti-vaxxer. I'm just cautious with regards to this particular vaccine.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah. I mean, we're lucky in as much as we get money because we write songs. But it's important to remember there are loads of people out there in West End theatres, dancers, you know, whatever, who do not have pipeline money. And the minute the work stops, the money stops. So what has happened to people's living and their ability to put food on the table and feed their families and the careers that they might have been spending years and years planning has been torn away. So when people, and I use the word loosely, like that, do not understand the consequences of what this government has done to people's lives, I have no patience for it whatsoever. Deserve to be told the truth. It's really, really simple. And you only have to go on the socials and realise I don't believe everything, but there is a whole load of differing medical opinion out there about vaccines and about lockdowns, everything else. Let's hear it. That's what I'm saying. Now, the last time we were here, there were about 1 million people, almost 1 million people on the street. We had a friend who tried to find some reference to it on the BBC. Nothing. That's what's driving people mad.
Yeah.
So, you know, when people like Nick Watt from Newsnight gets chased through the streets, I don't approve, but don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. It's going to kick off unless people do their job.